Hey guys, thought I'd do you a quick video on our Bresse. So these are meat birds. We also have an egg layer flock of these that we use for hatching. These will definitely not be show quality because these are literally meat birds. I will be breeding for size, health, and quality of meat and bird. But let's take a look. Let's do some talking about these real quick. It's not going to be a long video at all. So this particular flock is a mix of our blue black splash and our white Bresse all mixed together. So some of these could be purebred. You know, blue black splash is more likely. There was only one white Bresse rooster in this coop, along with 3 hens, I think, but there were several blue black splash hens and several blue black splash roosters. There's actually a blue rooster, a black rooster, and a splash rooster in here, along in the coop that we bred these out of, along with about a dozen or more hens. I think actually 15 blue black splash hens were in here. So wide variety. And that's my wife Tiffany behind us. She's been out perusing apples, but kneed up by sweat bees. So here they are. Some of these may be purebred, some are not, but we do not intend to breed any of these. These guys are strictly for the freezer. And I think we are at 11 or 12 weeks. I think it's 11. I should have checked before I started the video, but I think it's 11 weeks. And the roosters are sizing up nicely. The hens have been slow, but they are starting to catch up. I slowly moved them on grass. They actually are in my front yard right now. And I just moved their little coop from here to there. And getting ready to move them on up. I just gave them, they're moving into our upper orchard. So I just extended their run up that way. Probably come about Monday, I'll move this coop closer to the end of that run. And then all of this fence will start at the bottom, at the top of this hillside right here, and it'll extend up into our orchard. So that does a couple of things, guys. That will let them eat bugs and grubs, and they'll fertilize my orchard. And then after this batch is done, I've got another batch going behind them. So we're quite happy. We'll, if you're interested in this project, stay tuned and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, because we will talk about weights when we process. We'll talk about the quality. We know the quality. We have already eat several Bresse birds over the years. This is by no means our first round, but now this is our first round of doing a cross. So some of these guys are definitely not purebred, and you can see it. And then some of them are, like this little hen right here. You can see the black in her. So she is a cross between a white and a blue black splash, and there's several of them that's that way. But then we got some roosters and stuff, so forth, that look like they might be purebred, but you know, like I said, we are not, no intentions whatsoever of breeding these. These guys are strictly for freezer to feed us through the winter. So give you one last look. So there's the little hen with the black on her. You can see that one up there is a little bit smutty too. And he looks purebred. And I just really thought we'd run an experiment. I had them all together, and I thought instead of trying to separate them, I would just run an experiment and see how they turned out. And they're looking good. The hens were a little slow on putting on meat there for a while, but they are taking off now. The roosters were really outgrowing them a lot. And these guys eat, we call them our little dinosaurs. They absolutely eat some food. We're going through a 40-pound bag of feed every 3 days on them. And that feed consumption is getting a little bit higher, so it's going to be closer to 2.5 days. And there's around 60 of them in here. So there might be as high as 75. I haven't counted. Just to be honest, we set 100 eggs, and I do not remember what we actually brought out. And I did lose a couple very early on to suffocating each other, but during a cold snap. But just a couple, literally just a couple. That's the beauty of the Bresse, is it's a healthy bird if you get a good healthy line. So these will definitely fill up our freezer. Again, if you're interested, like and subscribe. There'll be more videos about our chickens and the meat quality. We'll talk about it. We'll show you the processed bird. We'll show you what they end up like and everything. Thank you guys. See ya.